Welcome back, guys. Today I have an episode of Bible Q&A for you. We are going to be discussing what is the glorification of the church. To understand what the glorification of the church is, we have to understand glorification. It is making something admirable or beautiful. When we apply this to the church, we have to understand that we aren't glorifying a physical building. I discussed that in my video, Must We Go to Church? The church is the group of people all over the world even who serve God. And you can have your own church at home without actually going outside. As it was said in Matthew, "For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them." Matthew chapter 18, verse 20. Now that we understand what the glorification of the church is, let's find out how it works. The glorification of the church is something that is sure to happen because righteous ones have always been outcasts. They have always been oppressed. As it was said in Psalms, "For lo, they lie in wait for my soul. The mighty are gathered against me. Not for my transgression, not for my sin, O Lord." Psalms chapter 59, verse 3. We can also look at Matthew chapter 11, verse 12, Acts chapter 14, verse 22, and Revelation chapter 2, verses 8 to 10. It was this kind of lifestyle that made Job persecuted, according to James chapter 5, verses 10 to 11. And it was the reason for the suffering of the people discussed in Hebrews chapter 11, verses 36 to 38. If they had just blended in, they wouldn't have suffered. They would have just lived normal lives and died. But this situation cannot continue. It needs to be fixed. And for this world to be fixed, we have to understand what the fixes are. What needs to be adjusted? People who try to oppress others will be brought down as a result of these adjustments, while those who are oppressed will be brought up, according to Matthew chapter 23, verse 12. Everyone is going to reap what they sow. Be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. It has been talked about even before the word church was mentioned. Think about Job. Job and his family, they all believed in God, so they were a church. And so, his family was eventually glorified in Job chapter 42, verses 10 to 17. The Israelites were also a church, according to Exodus chapter 2, verses 23 to 25. And they were glorified beginning with the call of Moses. This glorification ended with the exit from Egypt in Exodus chapters 14 and 15. They had been released from bondage and they were now heading to a great new future with God as their leader. Then, when the word church would actually start being used, Jesus Christ enters the scene. Jesus Christ was glorified when he went to heaven, according to Philippians chapter 2, verses 5 to 11, because he had escaped death and he had done everything that God wanted him to do. The saints too were glorified with the setting up of God's kingdom, because now there is room for righteousness to spread through the world. Luke chapter 18, verses 1 to 8, Revelation chapter 6, verses 9 to 11. Eventually, we are going to be glorified too, because our world is going to be a world of righteousness and peace and harmony. As Jeremiah said, "Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit." Jeremiah chapter 17, verses 7 to 8. We can also look at Isaiah chapter 60, verse 13. People are going to come and see that, oh, these righteous guys, they were doing better all along. What was I doing with my wickedness? And we will be glorified because we would have been proven right. And what kind of feeling is there like being proven right? Am I right? So my advice is, remember the blessings of being righteous. Remember the glorification of the church. Even if we suffer because of our faith, it doesn't matter when we compare it to what we can get simply for serving God. As it was said in Romans, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." Romans chapter 8, verse 18. And that is where I'm going to stop with this Bible Q&A. If you want more on this subject, you can check out our video, "The Glorification of the Church," on our channel, It Pays to Fear God. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe.